Hello? Hello? Is this on? Hello? I'm just kidding. I don't like basketball, but I tell you what, I love a good rebound. Let me tell you all about it. Hey, I'm Steve Sliff. Thank you so much for coming by the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome aboard. If you're a recurring subscriber, man, I really appreciate you, and look forward to interacting with a bunch of you some more. But to the new people, or if you haven't yet, would you please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, so we can continue to grow some people on this channel, or grow the numbers. And I do thank you so much. We're almost to 1,000. I think we're hovering right around 875, 900. So man, if we can get to 1,000, my goal was to, by the end of July, to be at 1,200. So we'll see how close I can get to that goal. But you know, share it with everybody, like it with everybody, forward it to people you don't like or something. I don't know, punish them. Anyway, but I am just outside of Chicago. I am taking a load of candy to Mars in Joliet, Illinois. And quite honestly, this week has been a really good week, according to the introduction, snippet. It's been a good rebound week for me, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But I have been really lucky with doing a bunch of drop-in hooks. I had a couple live loads with some peanuts. that I took to Mars. That's what started this. So I took peanuts, and I had a live unload in Fort Worth, Texas, or Waco, Texas, and then I got that done and immediately dropped that trailer, picked up a loaded one, and headed to Topeka, Kansas. And it was going to be a drop-in hook. They didn't have any empty trailers up there, so they just had me grab another preloaded trailer, and I ended up going to Georgia. So, you know, get down to Georgia, and what do? Drop and hook again, and now I'm bringing candy bars up to Chicago. So that really helped for this week. If you watched the last video, I was kind of a crybaby. I'm just kidding. You know, I was saying how stressed I was and fearful I was getting that I wasn't going to get any miles, and it ended up turning out okay. It wasn't the greatest, but this week, definitely a rebound week. Definitely where I need to be every week, where I'd like to be every week. And you know, I was really optimistic now. You know, we just got our settlements, so we'll go over it here in a little bit. As you know, I like to wait till kind of towards the middle to the end to talk about that stuff. But man, I want to show you this. You know, being a rookie trucker, you learn a lot of stuff. You know, you get yourself into tight situations, you learn to get out of them, you get in unfamiliar territory, you become familiar with it and get yourself out of it. I just happened to be going down a 2-lane highway, and there was a fatality wreck apparently, and shut down the entire highway for a long time. So they had to reroute us, and we were going through pretty much of a, you know, rural area, and they put us on a country road. And when I say country road, I mean country road. This thing was thinner than the street in my subdivision. I swear, it was tiny. And it, not that it was so scary, it's just nerve-wracking because you had to pay a lot of attention. There's a lot of curves. There's a bunch of trucks coming the other way because, you know, the highway's closed both ways, not just on one side. So not very much room to pass, especially on the curves. And you just got to pay attention to your rear tandems on the trailer, because you don't want them sliding off down a ditch. That'd be bad. That would probably be not a good thing. But yeah, go ahead and watch this. I am going to mix up my greens and reds superfoods with probiotics because I'm trying to be a little more healthy. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mix that up. You go ahead and watch this.
inflation. We have the worst inflation maybe in the history of
semi-obstacle course. This is fun. Be safe. Back already? Did you fast forward that? I think you did. Anyway, these are the probiotic and greens, and little chalky sometimes, but you know what helps? These electrolytes from Walmart. This is the Arctic Frost. I don't get paid to talk about the Arctic Frost electrolytes, but I'm just letting you know that it's cheap. And it's like a Gatorade type thing, but it really makes this taste super yummy. And I mean super yummy. So, yeah. So anyway, you saw that road. I mean, that was kind of crazy. Sorry for the video being a little dark. I mean, it was getting night, but you could see the gist of it, that it was quite the adventure. And it wasn't like you turned off the highway and went down a couple blocks and got back on the highway. No, this was 15, 20 minutes of just sheer back and forth in your mirrors going, oh my gosh. So enjoyable. But go ahead and tell me that, you know, I'm a rookie and people are going to be out there going, you know what, I clip my toenails while going down roads like that and light up cigarettes and all that other stuff. But, you know, us rookies, we find it exciting. And quite honestly, it's fun when the hairs go up on your arms a little bit, you butt pucker a little bit. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. That's how you learn, right? That's how you learn. Anyway, I know you're interested in talking about that settlement, so let's talk about it. Last week, you know, I like to pay myself $1,100 after taxes weekly. That's just my personal goal. You know, I've said it in a lot of videos. Set yourself a goal of what you need to survive, what you need to go play, all that important stuff that you need to take care of, and, you know, come up with the number that you need. But mine's $1,100. Not a lot of money. Not the end of the world if I don't make it, but, you know, I really need to hit that number to, you know, live comfortably at home. But if I miss it by a little bit, it's not, you know, it's not horrible. So last week, as you remember, I was $300 away from that mark, and you know, I was really wondering if, wow, is it going to continue this week? So, but no, it was actually a nice rebound. I got 3,000, just right at three. I mean, it was like 2,998, I think, for my loaded miles, and I was dang near 240 something empty miles. So, you know, 32, let's just call it 3,200 miles, which is pretty decent for the last couple of weeks that I've had. I normally run, you know, anywhere from 26 to 28. So to have 32, which was really nice. And, you know, I can probably say that's because a lot of these were drops and hooks. But you know, I want to be between that 28 to 32. I'd love to have that sweet spot consistently. And, you know, it's just going to be hard right now. And I understand that totally. But anyway, I'm getting off down track. I did rebound pretty nicely. I could have probably shaved a little more, $100, $200 more, if you really pay attention to your fuel. I don't worry about it too much because whatever, you know, if I bought gas, you know, we cut off at 6 in the morning on Thursday. So if I go at 4:45 in the morning and fill up my tank, yeah, I wasted, you know, $300 on this check, but it's going to come back on the next check. So that's why I really don't worry about it. But if you're budgeting for week to week, that's where you might want to watch a little bit more. But it all washes out at the end of the month because, you know, now I'm headed to a load with a full tank of gas that won't be on that week's settlement, if that makes sense. So after, you know, we get that fuel surcharge, we get all that stuff. So after all that, you know, I made, my settlement was 4 something, and some change. And they, you know, they take out all your fuel except for your reefer, and then they take out obviously all the expenses for your truck. So that left me almost $1,900, and I've got to take taxes out for that. So good thing about Texas is I don't have an income tax, so I don't have to worry about getting charged for income tax. Now, we pay for it in Texas by higher rates on some of the stuff that we buy, and then our property taxes are a little bit higher because we don't have that income tax. So that's really nice. So I don't have to worry about taking that out. So I have to take out, well, federal is about 15.3%, and that's what you want to take out if you're paying yourself in an LLC. But since I like to have a little bit of a cushion, I'm taking out about 18%, 18.5%. Now, remind you that we do get a per diem all the time that we're out too. So if you don't spend a lot of money while you're out on food and stuff like that, you're really building up almost of a savings account to get back at the end of the year. So a lot of people are taking 25 to 30% out for taxes, but that's for that income tax and whatnot. But for me, where I live and what I need to do, I'm running about 18.5%. So after I do all that, then I've got a check that is right around $1,500. Not bad for the week. If that was every week, that'd be perfect. Now I like to pay myself $1,100. So basically what I do is I pay myself $1,100 and I throw everything else into savings. And it'll stay in the pot for my next home time. So that way when I go home, I can pay myself still. And we'll see where it goes next week. And like I said, I'm going to do an actual breakdown of all these once I get a couple more weeks under my belt. Yeah, we're running an average of, my checks have been, except for when I went home. That's what kills you when you go home. The week going home and the week coming out. And, and that's where I wanted to rebound last week, but that didn't happen. So I did rebound this week, but I consider myself a week behind now. But we'll make it work. And I'm out until 4th of July. So I've got a couple weeks to hopefully continue on this rebound, so to say. But with that being said, you have up weeks, you have down weeks. It's just with any business. It's with trucking in general. It's with, the settlements. But as long as we're not moving backwards and we're not moving into a negative, then we're good. As long as we're clearing that. Now people are going to jump on and be like, oh, that's horrible. Go be a company driver. You can make that much company driver. Yes, you can make, that much as a company driver. I may have made a few dollars more. If not, I made the same as a company driver, but I'm also paying on a truck. So again, I have goals, I have plans, and that personally does not bother me. So, knowing I have ownership. Another thing that I don't really talk about is, I may not do this whole entire lease. If this works out and the economy moves and we start doing some more miles and things start going well, I can go get financing and just buy the truck outright. I don't talk about that too much because I don't know where I'm at and I'm still learning everything. But, to kind of, people are saying it's a scam and everything else. Nah, maybe it's a scam to you, but I think it's a great stepping stone where I need to get and maybe where you need to get. But I figure I'll give it 12, 14 months and then I'll just go to my bank and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is the company. That way my company's got a history of income. If I went to a bank right now and only had 4 weeks, I can't really loan off of that. So plans and goals. And I'll sit down and, I'll make a video because I've had somebody ask, hey, what is your ultimate goal? What is your ultimate plan? And I'll do a video on that. I'm secretly working my way towards where I need to be. I will make that more clear, but right now we're just along for the journey on, company driver going into a lease driver, and just trying to make my way to owning a trucking company. So baby steps. But I think that if you're looking into a lease program, you have to look at everything. You just have to understand right now, and probably for a while, this is not a get rich quick scheme. If you're a single person and you live at home and you don't really have a lot of responsibilities, like 7 kids and cars and motorcycles and all that stuff, you probably can do pretty well and store up a lot of money for yourself. So I still recommend it. I still suggest it, even in this down economy. If you don't have any responsibilities except for a phone bill and maybe a car payment, $1,100 a week for you, and you stay out, you can do pretty good. So keep that in mind. But no, not in here to get rich. I know I'm not in here to get rich. I mean, I'm old enough to know that I'm not going to drink any Kool-Aid, and it takes a while to build up a good reputable business. It takes a while to build up a good history. It just takes a while to do this. So anyway, stay positive, have goals, shoot towards those goals, and we'll get there together, right? So continue to watch, continue to follow me along on the journey. Hopefully it's not going to be like this. Hopefully it's, a steady one of these. But definitely rebound from last week. And, $800 to $1,500 is a big stretch. So I'm quite happy for that. And again, if you're watching these KLM videos, you're watching the Prime videos, you're watching Schneider, you're watching all those videos, just make sure there's some consistency there before you choose which one you want to go to. Make sure that they're being honest with their stuff too. So like I said, from day one, you go back, watch all the videos, I'm consistent. I wanted 1,100 from day one. I've shared those checks. I've shared those, well, I'm going to share the actual checks, but I shared the numbers and whatnot. But again, consistent, super happy, super stoked, love it, love what I'm doing. But I'll update you on my journey as I'm going, and trying to get a little more video time in, a little more funny stuff in. Thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, comments. Haters be hating, lovers be loving. And I just thank all of you that send all the positive vibes and truly are generally like tuned in, going, what's going to happen this week, what's with this video. So thank you so much. I'm Steve Sliff. Till next time, I'll see you later.